Thank you, Matt. Now 5:33 on this Monday. Future Farmers of America, one of the largest youth organizations in the country. This morning, Russell Nemitz with the Montana Ag Network brings us a story from the recent Montana FFA State Convention held in Billings.
At the end of the day, I think FFA is such a solid foundation for agriculture and developing its leaders and developing its agriculture educators of tomorrow and developing the scientists of tomorrow, the biologists, whatever it may be. It's very important for the field of agriculture.
For the past year, Shepherd Seth Reckdahl has been serving as a Montana FFA Association state officer. The MSU Bozeman sophomore says the experience has been all that he expected and more.
Being able to be a state officer this year has been really amazing, and there's been so many things that I wasn't expecting. I knew that there would be growth out of this, but never did I think that I will learn so much about myself, who I am, how I lead, and really how much I love FFA and agriculture.
Today, over 650,000 young men and women nationwide share Seth's passion for FFA. Dr. Steve Brown is the National FFA Advisor and says membership continues to grow.
We've been on a growth pattern for probably the last 10 years. I believe truly that students as well as parents, those are recognizing the value and importance of agriculture to our economy and to our nation. And so therefore we see an increase of students interested in the agriculture industry.
But despite continued growth nationwide, a real challenge in the near future could be a shortage of agricultural teachers.
That influx of more students also means that we need more teachers, and more schools are looking at saying we want to have an agriculture education program in an FFA chapter.
Montana currently has 94 FFA chapters statewide. Jim Rose is the state FFA advisor and says there's a good reason why Montana's school districts still value agricultural education.
You know, as a lot of these smaller places get bought out by some larger places, we're starting to lose a lot of connectivity to the agriculture background and base. And so I think a lot of those grandparents and parents are putting a lot of pressure on the local school districts to, hey, let's at least, if we can't get them on, keep them on ranches, let's provide some education for those kids.
Young people seeking careers in ag education agree.
I think FFA has really expanded my knowledge of agriculture, how important it is, and why we need good agriculture education teachers to continue that tradition of strong leaders in the agricultural industry.
In Billings, I'm Russell Nemitz reporting, MTN News.
Now to learn more about FFA or about becoming an agricultural teacher, visit ffa.org.